308 Racing Garage update. Do you see a problem here? We got no engines, do we? That seems to be the most of my concern until you come to here. We got no engines, do we? Both of them out of commission right now. This one's put together, ready to come home. Working with a buddy. I'm gonna drive up to his place and we're gonna mid-plate the car, throw the transmission and engine in. This one, probably in the next couple weeks. This one, I pulled it out because there's a rule change. In our organization and the class I run, we used to have to pull 15 inches of vacuum at 1,000 RPM. Well, that all got thrown out the window so we can put as big as cam as we can.
Today, Junior?
Possibly get in there. So I ordered up me a Donkey Dick style cam and we got that put in there. The motor should be coming home with me a couple days from now. I took it up to a buddy's. He kind of showed me how to degree a camshaft in because I was pretty clueless on that. Both of these are pretty filthy inside, but I'll show you the inside of them currently. This one, I've basically gotten to the point where I don't want to put any of my good electronics in here until we're done welding. I'm kind of weird like that. I don't trust anything, but that's a Midwest chassis steering column. As you can tell, there's basically no wiring left in the car from the factory. That little loom basically has 2 speaker wires and windows to each door. Nothing back besides there is going to work. This is my new blinker module. This thing's pretty cool. This is from Racewire Solutions. And it mounts on that stock right there. And it has all my blinkers, my headlights, my horn, everything. This is the mount, what mounts in there. So it'll be pretty cool once it's done. This is all wired and ready to go. I just don't want to mount it until I have the mid plate mounted and welded, because my Dominator is going to go in this vicinity right here. And I don't want to clog that up with this until that is mounted. If you didn't notice, this is an 850 cage by Midwest Chassis also. I had a guy by the name of Nathan from Freedom Fabrication in Lincoln, Nebraska put that in. So I'm all ready to go fast. I just need to put some stuff in here to go fast. If you didn't know, this car used to be a stick shift nitrous steel stock bottom end LS1. Open the trunk here. So I kind of been working here on this. Battery shut off is in. Ooh, Force Performance Love. And that is kind of where some of my wiring comes in from that module up there. Nothing to see here. Car's pretty much all Midwest chassis around on Viking coilovers, which is kind of the basic stuff that you do to these cars. This is a Rock Solid Motorsports front end. I painted it myself. Pretty cool here. Then I got my little power taps right there for the engine bay. I'm gonna put alternator, starter off of that, and then engine grounds and maybe a chassis ground off that. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do there. But we'll move over to this girl, which is full of Trans Am parts. This is Mid-States Mud Racing Sportsman Class truck. Don't mind the Trans Am fender, but there is an air shifter to my C4. I have a reverse manual body C4. There's my controller. Love that digital delay box. If you guys ever need something for an air shifter, highly recommend those. pretty much all stock suspension on this. This is stock transfer case, stock gears, stock front and rear end. I mean, really ain't nothing special about this truck besides the engine. It's a 454 cubic inch cleaver with a dart block. I would assume now it's going to be making anywhere from 650 to 900 horsepower. RNA runs on Q16. By the way, I painted this truck when I was in college. Don't look too close because you can see all my learning, but this is called Radar Blue. It's a Corvette pace car color. But other than that, it's pretty much all I got to show you. I'll kind of give you guys the rundown of what I look forward to having done in the next couple weeks. Well, that's kind of everything I had to bring you up to date on the old garage here. I really hope to make a bunch of progress in the next couple weeks, especially on this thing. I'd really like to get the engine in it, transmission in it, and a turbo kit done, and hopefully the next month. I really have almost all the parts to get it together. The only thing that I'm really fussing on is the fuel system. That'll be kind of a large cost because this is on methanol, and that's kind of the last piece of the puzzle before this car can theoretically race. So look for a video on that as I acquire parts. This thing should run by Sunday. That's the goal. Engine's done. Only reason I haven't put it in is you need a lift. I can get the engine in, bolted up, everything ready to go, except the headers. The headers have to go in through the bottom, and they have to basically be straight up and then tilted, then bolted on the motor. It's a big pain in that, and I can't do it on the ground. I've tried like 3 or 4 times, and it's just not possible. So that's that. I will go into a little more depth on the turbos back here. There's one of them. The other one's in the box inside. I brought this out just to kind of place it where I wanted to. It's a 78, 75 with a 96 AR housing on it. Mac TV, they use these. A few other guys on YouTube are using them. James Tall is running Force Performance turbos. Old Robert over there is pretty good guys. He's a wizard with this stuff. Hit him up if you guys need anything. Send me a message if you need anything. I am the dealer for them. I'd love to hook you up with some boost. But yeah. Well, that pretty much wraps up the garage update. If you guys see anything in this video that I didn't touch on enough, please let me know in the comments. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. If you guys see anything there, please let me know. I'd make a video on anything you guys are interested in here. But other than that, we'll holler at you later.